Welcome to another episode of Geek Money Life, where we talk about money and how to make sense out of your dollars. And so in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about a topic that has gained a lot of momentum and popularity here recently, and that's basically that a lot of millennials are deciding to either quit their job if they haven't already, or they're planning to quit their job in the next few years. So a lot of this is really being driven by the events of 2020 during the pandemic. Not only were more people working from home online, but also a lot of people, at least here in the United States, were also getting unemployment. And so for some people, this is actually more money than what they made at their jobs. And so this is something that I really feel eventually was going to happen. And the reason that I could say that is I myself have been working online for about 7 years now. And being on that end, I could definitely understand why more and more people decided to do this. And at the same time, this is something that was going to happen eventually anyway. So let's go ahead and talk about the main points of why people are deciding to do this. The first thing being flexibility. So whenever you move to the whole world of working online, whether that is 100% online or a hybrid, it really shows you that a lot of what you do when it comes to work can be done outside of the office. And so this is something that I realized myself earlier on whenever I started this. It was just an incredible new world where now I don't have to get up early, I don't have to fight traffic, I don't have to waste money for gas, and then at the same time I don't have to have a lot of this additional stress that comes having to do this. And at the same time, whenever you do take those elements out, it saves you quite a bit of time on your end and a lot of money overall in the lifetime of your work. And then another huge benefit of working online is the productivity that actually comes out of that. Because whenever you're working in a physical location, there's a lot of distractions there. Whether it's a time taking you to get ready and head to work, or it's actually the time that you have to spend talking to other people, the water cooler talk, or having other things that come up that you didn't expect, so you're not just by yourself. And even though for some people they work better with other people, I've noticed that for the majority of people, and now it's being proven out by the events of the pandemic, that people can still be productive, if not more productive, if they're actually working in a situation where they have very little distractions. And so that is another huge bonus to working online. Now, beyond just the real world tangible benefits of saving more time and money, there are some other really big things that millennials value, I think more than any other previous generations, and it really doesn't have anything to do with money. And those things are, first and foremost, purpose. So I think a lot of millennials aren't like the older generations where they're looking to move up the corporate ladder, get into a more management position, make more money, and get a big house and nice car and all those things. That's really what the previous generation valued the most, and it was something that was really rewarded whenever people stick to that particular plan. Nowadays, that is simply not the case for the majority of millennials. They want to do work that is meaningful and purposeful, even if that means they make less money. Which leads me to the final reason why so many millennials are quitting their jobs, and that's the fact that they want a much better work-life balance. So once millennials actually get into the workforce and they realize that this isn't purposeful or fulfilling for them, they also want something else to complement that, and that is more time to focus on the things that they enjoy, more time to discover the type of life that they want, and finally, more time to spend it with people that they actually care about. But at the same time, they still want to do work that really has meaning and purpose for their lives. And so with those two biggest things, I really feel more and more people, and it's not just going to be millennials, but just more people in general, especially the generations afterwards, are going to put a very high emphasis and value on purpose, better work-life balance, and then all the other things, while still being important, it's not going to be the main reason why people go to work. And in the end, I think that is a good reason, because at the end of the day, spending your whole life working for money and things simply isn't going to buy you the type of value that you're going to get by spending more time with the people that you care about and doing things that actually mean something to you. So that is it for this particular video. If you actually had any thoughts on why millennials or just people in general are quitting their jobs, especially after the pandemic and more people working remotely, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did enjoy these videos and you wanted to see more like it, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on another episode of Geek Money Life.